Tom Stevens, your resident psychotherapist from Reaction Therapy, here to break down lyrics to some Jack Harlow and Dave today. What a combination. Stop Giving Me Advice, the name of the song. What a perfect title for a therapist, right? I'm sure people come in my office and say, stop giving me advice, or at least they think it in their head because they get tired of hearing it over and over again. But do you ever feel that? You get people to just constantly give you advice and you get tired of it? Mental health awareness. Let's find some. Without further ado, there we go. Jack Harlow and Dave, stop giving me advice. All the yellow. Lyrical lemonade. All is yellow.
Have you ever raised the value of everyone around you? Have you ever been so high they gotta down you?
Ooh.
Think pieces getting written about you? Have you ever been to Italy and eaten Italian? Have you ever signed?
Yes, I have. If you have not been to Italy, you should go to Italy. I dream of that place all the time. Italian food, the ambiance, the culture, everything. Oh my goodness. Jack Harlow. You ever been just raise the value of everybody around you? Have you ever been so high that everybody just has to down you? Like they try to bring you back down? Sometimes that happens in life. You're around people that bring you down, or you're around people that don't lift you up. And when you do that, you have to really look at your life, because it's critical to know who you're with, who your people are that are around you. What a beat.
Think pieces getting written about you? Have you ever been to Italy and eaten Italian?
Yeah.
Have you ever signed a deal that came with a medallion? Have you ever booked a club and came with a battalion? Have you been to Montana and seen the mountains? Have you ever looked around and felt a profound sense of pride?
Yeah, Dave.
Have you ever had to hide where exactly you reside? Have you been to the Waffle House on North Side? Have you ever made a pop star wanna be your bride? Have you hugged someone and they cried? Have you had...
This is such a story. Is this his story? Has he been through all of this? Has this happened to him? And even the Waffle House on the North Side? You haven't been to Waffle. You ain't living if you ain't been to Waffle House. Ever made a pop star wanna be your bride?
Have you ever made a pop star wanna be your bride? Have you hugged someone and they cried? Have you had your heroes sit you down and give you the guide?
Whoa.
Have you ever spoken something into existence, or do you just talk about other people's lives? Stop giving me advice. Stop giving me. Stop giving.
Have you ever spoken something into existence? Like just brought that to life, made it happen? Or you just talk about other people's lives? You just gossiping? You're just talking about other people all the time? Are you doing something? I want you to be able to do something for your life. And if all you're doing is watching everybody else live around you, if all you're doing is playing it safe, or if all you're doing is waiting, you've got to be able to get out and talk about other people. You've got to be able to get out and live life. Create goals, create objectives, create things in front of you that you have to work to go get. I promise you, it can make your life better. It doesn't promise you that you're going to have millions of dollars and tons of fame. It's not what it's about. It's about like inner joy, like inner fulfillment. And that comes through working in life, working on relationships, working in a job, working on completing things, working on making other people feel cared for, and finding good relationships to be with.
Stop giving me advice.
Yeah.
Stop giving me.
Yep.
Stop giving me advice. Stop. All this unsolicited advice from the guys getting booked for a quarter of my price. Woo! All this red carpet shit, brand partnerships. I must have let y'all forget that boy nice. No Sprite, but life giving me lemons with the limelight. This fine victory's mine. I lost the desire for being intimate at the end of my nights. I can do that at the end of my life. You know the phrase is bitch.
I lost the desire for being intimate at the end of my nights. I could do this at the end of my life. Wonder what that's about, honestly. I really do. Wonder if that's about like just tired of sleeping around, getting with all the women. It's just not my thing anymore. I could do that when this is done. Like I don't need to do that now, which by the way, I would say kudos, like way to go, because it's not about always the action, always the using, always the getting with people. He all business. They look good in those suits, though, don't they?
Desire for being intimate at the end of my nights. I can do that at the end of my life. You know the phrase is business before pleasure. Cause I'm banking on it bringing me more pleasure. The pressure makes diamonds, the diamonds make more pressure, and so on and so forth. Okay, I'll give you 4 more measures and more records with more effort than ever before. I'm the youngin' on the team that's got a veteran core. They know the formula, just give him space and let him record. And just remember what he said on the chorus.
Yep.
Stop giving me advice. Stop giving me advice. Stop giving me advice.
Yeah.
Man, here comes Dave. He's about to unload on us. This is crazy cool. I just love how cool this song sounds.
Yeah.
Stop giving me advice.
Yeah.
Stop.
I know you feel love, feel shame, feel pride. I can see it in your eyes. I met a fan at work. He told me it's his job on the side. As if I'm unimpressed by his everyday life. Niggas die every day, me, that's everyday life. The woman that you idolize can never play wife to me. When you done as many flights as me, long nights as me, took as many left turns to make right as me. I'm in the middle of the veil like a bride to be. That's why I like to. Yeah. You left somebody that you love at the bottom of a mountain cause they're afraid to climb it. Have you changed your climate? Had her Insta and made her change the private. Had her fly economy and make her change the private. Seen your nigga get nicked.
Man, these two come to me from like 2 different places, but kind of say similar things. Took as many left turns to make right as me. Like, I've messed things up so much just to get it to the right. But remember, life's a series of choices over time, and you have to be able to keep readjusting. And if things keep going wrong, you've got to be able to learn from what those mistakes are and be able to make new decisions. Man, I don't know this one, though. You left somebody that you love at the bottom of a mountain. Afraid to climb it. Have you changed your climate? I wonder if that's because you were going in another direction. You were doing your thing. You were trying to get to where you want to go, and that person just wasn't there for you. It's a lot of depth.
Insta and made her change the private. Had her fly economy and make her change the private. Seen your nigga get nicked. And then go and catch a case just like him. Brought her to the game and she ain't excited. Probably cause my mum sat courtside for I did. Am I sick if I say I like women with mileage? And trips to Knightsbridge, old Jemima. Trips in a park with my oldest rider. To test out the 9 like I loaned a striker. I'm a lone survivor. And the way I spell lone is A-L-O-A-N. I don't ever...
A lone survivor. A-L-O-A-N. Lone survivor. Kind of like I've been to the bottom. I know what it's like to have nothing, and I'm not going to go back there again.
I'm a lone survivor, and the way I spell lone is A-L-O-A-N. I don't ever want to spend on a whole again, but I'm a fucking feminist, so I go again. I'm on the road again. Yeah. You can't control what the heart feels. You soon go broke, I see you blowing it fast still. Death row, you niggas down to your last meal. You ever signed a 7-figure deal on a bird's quill? Can't even call it breakfast cause it wasn't your first meal. Forgotten birthdays but remember your verse still. Yeah. You ever fucked a supermodel and it sounds like skeletons dancing? You feel numb to the praise and
Did he really just say that?
You ever fucked a supermodel and it sounds like skeletons dancing? You feel numb to the praise and the memories passing. You ever robbed someone and it sounds like asking? Didn't have no food so you disguise it as fasting. Had drugs, abused perfume trying to mask it. You ever lived the life of an artist, escaping darkness? Fines are you paying for parking? You can tell how she fucked by the way that she glancing. Your communication bad but you're rich so she giving you chances. And pretty women giving you dances. I come with a pole but she more Olivia than Francis. You ever been...
Stop giving me advice. Stop giving me...
They just keep laying out their lives. Like, you ever been through this? You ever had this happen? You ever done this? Like, everything they've been through. And so hard to keep up with me. So many bars come flying all over the place. But, man, the picture, the scenery here is out of this world. I mean, it is so cool to see where they are, what they're going through, and just the way they present. It's so amazing. Just don't, look, I've learned my lessons. I don't need advice, support, encouragement. You don't need to tell me I'm awesome and everything's great, but it's just like, quit telling me what I need to do when you haven't been there yourself.
Giving me advice. Stop giving me advice. Stop.
Yep.
Stop giving me advice.
Yep.
Stop giving me advice. Stop.
Man. Ah, cool.
Have you ever raised the value of everyone around you?
This is really cool to see behind the scenes footage here of them doing this. Ah!
Have you ever raised the value of everyone around you? Have you ever been so high they got it down you? Think pieces getting written about you. Have you ever been to Italy and eaten Italian? Have you ever signed a deal that came with a medallion? Have you ever booked a club and came with a battalion? Have you been to Montana and seen the mountains? Have you ever looked around and felt a profound sense of pride?
Man, that is so cool. Jack Harlow and Dave, stop giving me advice. Cole Bennett knows what's up. Lyrical Lemonade, so cool. You know, it is such good wisdom to remember that you can hear what people say, but sometimes you don't need to soak it in so personally all the time because not everybody knows what they're talking about. Not everybody's been through what you've been through. You do need wisdom from people. You do need people in your life that give you advice. I think they're talking about people who just constantly give advice because that's what they do, and they talk about other people, and they don't really show and live the same example in their own life. So remember that. But this isn't real therapy. It's just me breaking down lyrics to music. If you want help, check the links in the description and give us your comments. Let me know what I missed. Here we go. And let me know what we do next from Jack Harlow and even Dave popping in the house. I love that. Mental health matters. We'll see you on the next Reaction Therapy.